ranked on the top 5, ranked in the top of the table, and they will be staying back in the Champions League. But Negombo Youth, a lot at stake for them today. They will be fighting for a chance in staying in the Champions League for the next season as well. So it will be interesting to see how both these teams approach the game today. Super Sun, of course, if they do win this match, they will be going to the top of the relegation rounds table. It's Crystal Palace as of right now, who's in that number 1 spot. And of course, while on the other hand, Negombo Youth, a lot at stake for them. It will be a battle against them and the other teams who are playing today at the Racecourse International Football Grounds as well, who will be fighting it out for a spot in staying in the Champions League for the next season also. So everything's set for today. Formality is done. It's Super Sun in their yellow jerseys on the left of your screen, who will be looking to end their campaign with a win. Whereas Negombo Youth, donning blue, will be hoping that they can just eke out a win here today against this formidable Super Sun team. Super Sun, of course, led by their captain Azam Ahmed, who will be playing in the defense, are going with a 4-4-2 formation according to the team sheet that we've been given. It will be Azam Ahmed, Michael, Ravindra Dushan and Mohammad Fahim, who will be playing in the defense for Super Sun. They'll be having Raish Ahmed, Ismail Abumere, Kamara Jr., Nama Kasunga and Kobena Bonsu playing in the midfield. They'll be hoping that those big names like Ismail Abumere and Kamara Jr., who have done a lot for this team, will help to keep that sense of control, that semblance of control in the midfield for them. Whereas they will be hoping that Ismail Abumere and Rinaz Ahmed can also score those goals for them, link up with that midfield and be good in that transition from attack to defense. And here we go. Negombo Youth with the kickoff, still having possession of the ball. Good early high press here by Super Sun. Shalit Tilakasiri in goal for Super Sun. And Negombo Youth also playing with a 3-4-3 formation, while they will be having Ganesh Krishantha in goal. It will be their captain Sandhu Niroshan alongside Jude Shehan and Madhusanka Tisera holding down the fort in defense, while Mohammad Akim, Nishara Fernando, Mohammad Rifkan and Sulakshana Piris will be playing in that midfield. And alongside them, they'll be having 3 forwards in Niluka Janith, Chatumal Fernando and Anthony Namdi. They'll be hoping that that man, Anthony Namdi, can make an impact in this game as well. We saw how good he has been throughout this entire tournament. He's got a strong boot on him, and he's the man that has to be marked if Super Sun are to deprive Negombo Youth of any goals. But here's an early opportunity now. Corner for Super Sun early on in this game. Super Sun will be hoping that they can strike early on and put some pressure on this Negombo Youth team. Nama Kasunga with the cross into the box. Ball still in play. Back to Nama Kasunga, who's looking for support. He attempts to go past the defender, but defender, some last-ditch defense there by Niluka Janith to make sure the ball is recovered. And here's Anthony Namdi now, wanting to do something, looking for support. Mohammad Hakim just able to keep it in play, but not that time. Ball trickles out of play there. Possession will be changed. Those are referees for the day. Be having Sashanka Madhushankar in the middle of the pitch. And in the sidelines assisting him, we'll be having Nimasha Tennakon and M. Hassan, while our fourth official for today is M. Salman. Because this first quarter and the last quarter of the game, extremely important for both teams. Because in that first quarter, the teams will still be looking for their rhythm. There will be some nerves as well. Here's Anthony Namdi now early on. Doesn't get the perfect connection for that cross. However, some complacent defending there by Mohammad Fahim. Gives ball away, and here's Anthony Namdi with the cross into the box. That has been well negotiated by the Super Sun defense. Well done there by Namal Kasunga. But some dogged hunting down by that man in the number 9 jersey, Mohammad Hakim. Niluka Janith just found offside there by the looks of it. He will be an important cog for Negombo Youth playing in this left wing, Niluka Janith. Both teams will be hoping that their experienced players, that their senior players will actually make it to the fore today. Shalika Tilakasiri looking to find his players in the front. That long ball is something that we've seen goalkeepers employ a lot throughout this entire tournament. Anthony Namdi with an opportunity now. He's going for the ball. Anthony Namdi still in control, but he's not able to finish it off. But his teammate does. And it's Negombo Youth who have given away a chance once again. His teammate, unfortunately, is not able to finish it off. Anthony Namdi did everything right to get past those two defenders, but just couldn't curl it into the box past the keeper. That's a chance that they will be regretting, hoping that it doesn't come back to bite them. Yes, Super Sun now immediately on the counter, cross into the box. Well done there by Ganesh Krishanta and his defense. That attempt by Anthony Namdi really should have done better by his teammate also. Ravindra Dushan being dispossessed. Niluka Janith. It's Michael, who has been solid in defense for Super Sun there on your screen. Tussle between the ball. Ravindra Dushan and Anthony Namdi. Dushan gets the better of it, shielding himself. Shielding the ball from Anthony Namdi. Like we were discussing, of course, this first quarter will be extremely important because both these teams will be looking for their rhythm also, and we saw how that defense was easily taken away in that opportunity by Anthony Namdi. And once again here as well, well done there by Shalit Tilakasiri once again. Make sure that doesn't go That doesn't find the back of the net. Some early nerves from these teams early on. Of course, the last quarter of the game as well. That's when both teams will get tired. Foot race for the ball there. Rinaz Ahmed and Jude Shehan. Huge clearance from Shehan there. Good control also by that man in the right wing for Negombo Youth. Just grazes the post once again. Speculative effort, ambitious effort. In these opening few minutes of the game. The momentum has swung like a pendulum here. Super Sun started off quite strongly, but then Anthony Namdi almost found the back of the net. Denied by Shalitha Tilakasiri there. Of course, Negombo Youth will be giving it their all for today. They will be hoping that they can stay in the Champions League for the next season as well. Have some brilliant players, some big names, experience in their ranks as well. Would be quite a shame if they are actually relegated. While Super Sun, of course, will be looking to assert their dominance here. They know they are a team who could have done well in that Super 8. Ball ricochets off Negombo Youth player. Good high press here by Negombo Youth. That instance, just allowing a foul. Free kick opportunity for Negombo Youth. Of course, in yesterday's game, in the Super 8 rounds, we saw a brilliant free kick scored by the St. Mary's captain for the equalizer when his team was one down. Of course, here's an opportunity for Sandhu Niroshan, the captain of Negombo Youth, to make an impact with this free kick. Cross into the box. It's well intercepted by Super Sun to deny for the moment any goal scoring opportunities for Negombo Youth. Super Sun still in control, but just barely. Mohammad Hakim on the ball now. He has been quite good in that midfield for Super Sun, for Negombo Youth so far. But in that instance, he was expecting Janith to make the run. Little bit of miscommunication. Michael on the ball. To Ravinder Dushan, who gets it away. Kobena Bansu. Namal Kasunga in that wing. He has been looked good in that right wing so far, Namal Kasunga. Here's an opportunity now. Kamara Jr. You know something's going to happen when he's on the ball, Kamara Jr. Which is why he's had 3 defenders marking him. Mohammad Hakim once again with the throw in. Will be looking for his options. Good press here by the young number 25, Mohammad Riflan. gives away a free kick here. It will be Madhushanka Tisera who will be looking to capitalize on this opportunity. A long run up for him, and he goes for goal, but quite a wayward shot there. Perhaps he just didn't get that connection right. Going for power and completely misplacing it. In hindsight, he did also have a few players in that box. Perhaps a cross would have given them a better result. However, Niluka Janith once again found offside for the second time in this game so far, in this opening quarter. Something he might have to be aware of. Good on the defense as well to have that awareness. Bonsu to Ravindra Dushan, who makes his way inward. Good little pass there, Ravindra Dushan. Kamara Jr. now going for goal, but once again turns out to be a bit of an ambitious effort. We know that he has the power, he has the accuracy to get it in from that distance. But in this instance, just losing out. We haven't seen much of Ismail Abumere on the ball, and I feel like getting him more involved in Super Suns plays would definitely win his team a goal here, because we know the quality of the player. He has been one of Super Suns' leading attackers as well. A bit absent so far, Ismail Abumere, but as soon as he gets involved, we know for a fact that he can create an immediate impact. Kobena Bonsu fighting for the ball there. Here's Niluka Janith, who passes it straight into the feet of Ravindra Dushan. Gets a bit lucky there. Dushan isn't able to keep the ball in play. Janith once again. Bit of a tussle for the ball in this midfield. And now, good little pass there. Well blocked. Abumere going for the ball. Losing position once again. Rinaz Ahmed pressing for the ball. Sandhu Niroshan now. Long ball in, and another shot. It's well intercepted there by the Super Sun defense again. And a sliding tackle using his entire body to stop the ball from progressing forward. Sulakshana Piris. The ball will go out of play. Throw in for Super Sun. Super Sun now attempting to build from the back here. Looks like they favoring that channel for the build up, and then when they've sucked in all the defenders towards that end of the ground, they go wide. At that moment, here's an opportunity now for Namal Kasunga. Yes, I'm not getting it right. I believe one of the reasons why Super Sun have been successful is because their front three have been quite exceptional, while most teams have failed in creating opportunities because they've only followed one avenue of attack. For example, they always go through only just a single wing. Seems like the versatility of the players for Super Sun have enabled Super Sun to go build up through the left and right wing as well. Kobe Nagwansu going down. Opportunity once again for Super Sun. Just knocking on the door here, and you just feel like there is a goal that's coming. But the defense for Negombo Youth has been quite formidable. And here's Nilu Kajanit once again, passing it to Anthony Namdi. The curve on that ball, just getting past Michael as well. And also the unevenness of the ground here not helping as well for Michael to control that ball. Nevertheless, no harm, no foul. Shalit Tilakasiri is able to negotiate it well. Here's Abu Mere now, finding himself offside this time. Looking for Anthony Namdi there, falls in his path. Anthony Namdi with an opportunity. Michael doing well to ruin his chances. Namdi has been a key player for Negombo Youth, even in last week's game. If I'm not mistaken, he was the one who broke the shackles for Negombo Youth also. Rinaz Ahmed fighting for the ball alongside Jude Shehan, and Jude Shehan showing his class as a defender, doing extremely well to shield the ball from Rinaz Ahmed. Good physicality there shown by both of the players. Kobena Bonsu now going for goal. Was always rising up a little too much. Didn't find the dip in the right position. That'll be a goal kick for Negombo Youth. Michael to Bonsu. Good high press by Rinaz Ahmed. Namal Kasunga, good control by him. To Kamara Jr., who puts it on. Almost gets the perfect through ball, but the defender had other plans. But this time, here's Namdi rushing towards the ball. Shalit Pilisiri, good awareness to come off of the line. Bonsu once again. Feel like Super Sun has had a lot of possession on the ball, but they haven't really been able to convert the opportunities or convert that possession into meaningful possession. This time they were able to get themselves a corner. Will be interesting to see how this goes. Here's Raish Ahmed floating the ball high up. Kubena Bonsu looking for that volley, just not getting the contact right there. Hitting the ball as it was on its ascent. So you know when that happens, usually the ball always goes up a little too high. He's not able to get that dip properly. Here's Ismail Abumere now attempting a 1-2 with Kamara Jr. But that box is stacked high with defenders. Two men marking Kamara Jr. there as well. Here's an opportunity now for goal, and he gets it in the back of the net. And it's that man that we spoke about, Ismaila Abumere. who breaks the deadlock here just past the 20-minute mark. Beautifully done there by Ismail Abumere. Gets it, chips it right above the keeper. Despite having a horde of defenders marking him, what Supersan did there brilliantly was that they committed a number of players towards that front line, and when they did that, the defenders didn't know whom to mark, or rather the defense was stretched out wide, which gave Abumere the perfect opportunity to just pierce through that Negombo youth defense. And at the 20, as we almost reach the half-hour mark here, it's Supersan who are one up against Negombo youth. Here's Namal Kasunga on that wing, just delaying the pass a little too much. Pass to Rinaz Ahmed. Kamara Jr. once again. Overcooks that pass. Raish Ahmed isn't able to get to it in time. So Ismaila Abumere in this final game, in these relegation rounds for his team, has once again come in clutch and gotten his team a goal. Like we did mention before, this will be the final game week of these relegation rounds in the Sri Lanka Football Champions League for the 2025-2026 season. So there will be a lot of emotions on the field for the players as well. This is the last chance for them to prove something to their team and themselves also. Of course, the footballing community will be excited to see how the Super League goes, which is on the verge of starting as well in a month or two time. Charlie Tilakasiri coming off of his line there. Still feel like Negombo youth are looking for their rhythm. Apart from that burst in that opening few minutes, feels like they're still looking for that cohesiveness, and this is the moment the senior players should actually turn up and rise to the occasion. Is exactly the type of plays you want to see there. Anthony Namdi brilliantly displaying the exact type of inspiration that Negombo youth will be needing. Sulakshana Piris forced to play back. Once again, Sulakshana Piris serving as a central defensive midfielder here when they're on their ball. They're on the ball. Supersan. Promising passage of play, promising possession that results ultimately in nothing for Negombo youth. Referee having a word with Kobena Bonsu, who has been instrumental in Supersan. players here will be having a bit of a drinks break. Frustration spilling out. Negombo youth will be knowing that this is an all-important game for them. To put into context, winning this game may or may not result in relegation for them. So what they'll have to do is here, they'll have to win this game, and they have to hope that the result of other games go in their favor. Of course, it's these players are playing under the unforgiving Colombo sun as per usual. These drinks breaks are instrumental in making sure they're dehydrated. They're hydrated rather. Apologies. It's a good chance for them to rehydrate and gather their thoughts as well at the moment. Negombo youth finding themselves down by 1 goal. They'll have to make sure that they score another in this half to ensure that they are in the hunt. Because they've got a lot of time to get back into the lead. We know they have the players who can help them do that. Mohamed Hakim, one of them, playing in the midfield there. Brilliant number 9. And also Anthony Namdi as a striker has done everything right for his team. We'll be hoping that he can finish this campaign off with a goal or two under his belt, and more importantly, with a win for his team. Super Sun looking to build up once again. Ismail Abumere this time dropping to the midfield, perhaps so that he can see more of the ball. Here's an opportunity once again. Abumere making that run. Ball will trickle out of play. Good block there by the defense, stopping Raj Ahmed from making that cross. Bit of a lull in players' proceedings. Things have slowed down just a little bit after the drinks break, and this will be the ideal time for either of these teams to counter, to make a difference. And the cross goes out of play. Immediately it will be a restart for Negombo youth. Abumere fighting for the ball. It looks like the player has also gone down in the process. We've reached the half-hour mark here at the Kalnia Football Complex in this game against Super Sun and Negombo youth. Super Sun currently in the lead with 1 goal to their name, courtesy of that man, Ismail Abumere, in the number 9 jersey. He has been an individual who has been instrumental in Super Sun's wins. Play will resume here. Captain Sandhu Niroshan on the ball. Here's Sulakshana Piris, surrounded by 3 defenders. Michael. Clearance by Super Sun. Foot race to the ball now. Negombo youth speculative effort there. Perhaps considering the fact that the defense was still coming back, the wing could have taken his time with that ball. Mohammad Rifkan could have made sure that he took his time, knowing that he had players to support him as well. That wasn't the case. Shalit Tilakasiri just overcooking that one a bit. Some solid defense here by Supersan, and Namal Kasunga, brilliant control of the ball as well. Kasunga just running straight into defense there. Took his eyes off of the ball for a moment, looking for support. And Rinaz Ahmed just allows the ball to go out of play there. He had players waiting for his cross. Just allowed the defender. Rare mistake from Mohammad Hakim. He'll be hoping that this mistake amounts to nothing in the context of the game. He'll be glad that ball trickled out of play and that they've been rewarded with possession again. Mohammad Hakim looking for Niluka Janith. Janith to Hakim once again. It's Kamara Jr. to Raiz Ahmed. Ahmed looking for Abu Mere. Abu Mere not going after that ball, knowing that he was offside. Had he been on, that would have been a good opportunity for Supersan to go for goal again. Negombo Youth's defense was in a bit of a disarray at that point. That could have easily been capitalized on. However, the game goes on. We are in the final 10 minutes of the first half here. Supersan, having scored one goal, will be looking to finish off with the lead as they go into sheds here. Whereas Negombo Youth will be hoping that they can score an equalizer so that the team talk will be much more positive as they go into half-time. Cleared away momentarily. Here's the wing. Mohammad Rifkan attempts a bit of a fancy pass that is intercepted. Shalit Tilakasiri just apologizing for that pass. Kubena Bonsu, good little touch from him, making sure he keeps that ball in play. Opportunity now, Namal Kasunga. He'll be hoping he can find one of his support players making that run. He's bullied off of that ball there, and Kubena Bonsu doing quite well. Stop play for a moment, allowing his players to regather. It's Bonsu once again, who's been a thorn in this Negombo Youth side so far in this half. And Bonsu, having found himself on the ground, will have milked a yellow card for his team as well. Will be interesting to see which player the referee books. Play will be brought back. It's Mohammad Akim who that yellow card is given for. The cross from Bonsu going straight in the hands of the keeper. Here's Rifkan into Nishara Fernando, who is looking for his options, plays it forward. Once again, isn't able to find the attacking players. Rinaz Ahmed looking a bit off color today, usually a much more dynamic presence in the field. He has been guilty of giving the ball away in several occasions, and he has had a bit of a complacent gait in winning that ball back as well. Here's Rifkan, who tried everything to get that ball away, but the defense was just too good for him in that instance. Namdi, just a little shove. He's not happy with that call, however. Kamara Jr. also having a word with him. Referee making sure he intervenes and nips in the bud any conflicts. Good control by Ravin Dushan, who puts it into the path of Ismaila Abumere. But well done there by the defense. Make sure he just nudges it on to Ganesh Kishantha. Sulakshana Piris with a wayward pass and a shove there by Madhushanka Tisera on the young Raish Ahmed. Acknowledges his mistake. Felt like it was a necessary foul for Negombo Youth. They were caught on the break. Nevertheless, crucial free kick opportunity now for Super Sun to make something out of it. Almost at halftime here, and if Super Sun are able to score, are able to capitalize on this free kick opportunity, it would do them a world of good going into the sheds at halftime. Here's Bonsu once again. We know that he has a good left boot. He floats it in, and an opportunity. The keeper just spills it. That was a shot on target there. Goalkeeper and his defense not happy about the way they negotiated that free kick. Kwebena Bonsu once again. Here's Michael looking for Abumere. Anthony Namdi now be looking for Mohammad Rifkan. No, he doesn't. Feigns and goes back. Ravindu Dushan just making sure that his opposite number, Nishara Fernando, isn't able to get to the ball. Tilaka Siri, his previous couple of restarts haven't been the best. This time also finding no yellow jerseys, but making sure he gains as much territory as possible, which is immediately negated by this run from Sulakshana Piris, and he's been taken down there. A referee goes into his pocket once again, and it looks like it will be Kwebena Bonsu given the yellow card this time. Just a bit of frustration and unnecessary tackles, leading to 2 yellow cards now. Mohammad Akim for Negombo Youth and Kubena Bonsu for Supersan. Niluka Janit looks like he will be taking a free kick. Will be hoping that they can make something out of this here. They have players committing forward. Have players at the edge of the box as well. Will be wondering if he can go for goal or goes for the cross. He goes for goal, and that's a shot on target. That's brilliantly done there by the goalkeeper, Shali the Tilakasiri, to actually keep that out. That was a good shot there by Niluka Janit. Unfortunately, doesn't find the back of the net, but that will definitely get the Supersan defense thinking, because they know that they can't give away opportunities like that in close proximity to goal. After that initial goal, things have quietened down just a little bit. And it looks like we will be having 2 minutes of added time here. The final minute of regulation time in this first half. Supersan finding themselves 1 up. Once again looking for Ismaila Abumere. Rifkhan Ahmed this time has moved to the left wing from the right. Ball stolen from the feet of Sulakshana Piris. Kamara Jr. Make sure Supersan has the ball. And here's Supersan now progressing, looking for that cross. Kamara Jr. now on the ball again. He's been quite good in that midfield, Kamara Jr. But a wayward pass. That's Kobena Bonsu once again. With that tackle, he already has a yellow card to his name, so he will have to be careful. Just slowing the game a little bit here. 2 minutes away from halftime. From the halftime whistle rather. Shalita Tilakasiri's team having gone 1 up. Make sure that they don't give Negombo Youth any opportunity to score an equalizer before halftime. Just allowing the ball to trickle out of play there. Namal Kasunga isn't able to get it. Once again, good bit of defense there by Jude Shehan, one of the standout defenders for Negombo Youth so far in this first half. Here's Ismaila Abumere now on that left wing. Ismaila Abumere, he has options. He decides to go on his own, Abumere. And that's well done there by the Negombo Youth defense. Good clearance. Bonsu on the ball, being hunted down by 2 players. And once again, Supersan with an opportunity. They float it into the box there. It's well punched away by the goalkeeper. Opportunity still remains for Supersan, but this time the defense comes up stronger. And that's the referee's whistle for half-time. And we've had an interesting first half here at the Negombo Football Complex. Kalania Football Complex rather, the Negombo Youth team. And at halftime, the score will be 1-0 with Super Sun leading. It was that goal by Ismaila Abumere in that first quarter of the game that gave them that lead, and they were able to hold on, depriving Negombo Youth of any chance of scoring. And as both these teams go into their sheds at halftime, there will be a lot to discuss for Negombo Youth as well. Super Sun will be hoping that they can do what they've been doing so far. They've been good in defense especially. And if they can tweak their transition into attack just a little bit, quite certain that they can pierce through the Negombo Youth defense. However, the Negombo Youth will be hoping that they can make an impact in the second half. They'll be hoping that their work in transitions translate quite well on the ball and gives them that evasive goal. And with that, we'll be going for a short commercial break, and we'll be back with live action from the Kalaniya Football Complex.
जलल दे रहा से चैंपियंस लीग एक हाथ गैस में हैंगुमन किक पे जब नरमने भागी दुल्हने भी दी दस्ते गोल एक गन्नाई सित सरसने समरोक विन्ने साथ देने one heart, one game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light. Football under podamuriye, irangal modangal kadandidome. This is the moment we waited for. The passion's rising, the call is clear. The Champions League is finally one game, one heart, Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. One dream that we defend. Marangal kikkagame, kalathil urudiyai minnavum naame. Naame Champions League varave, unarvadake tarume. Cheer ekai kammak denne, kollo set ekama ek wenne. Goal ekata kick ek denne, Champions League mein aramenne. One game, one heart, Champions League. Satanai aramenne, dibi denne, jaya ganne, ek seenata apiyanne. One game, one heart, Champions League, where dreams take part. Raise your flags, feel the art. Football, one game, one heart. Hey oh, one dream, one star. Hey oh, one game, one heart. Champions League, forever we play. The spirit of football leads the way.
Sri Lanka Football Champions League. Powered by TV Supreme.
කික්වේ පිටියේ ජයද ජලලදේ රැහසේ චැම්පියන්ස් ලීග් එක හද ගැස්මේ හැඟුමන් කික්වේ ජවයෙන් නැරමෙන්නේ පාදි දුලන්නේ විහිදී දසතේ ගෝල් එක ගන්නයි සිත් සැරසෙන්නේ සැමරොක් වෙන්නේ සද්දෙට දෙන්නේ one heart. One game, one heart. Champions League. This is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. Under the light. Football this is the moment we waited for. The passion's rising, the call is clear. The Champions League is finally one game, one heart. Champions League, this is where we start. Together we dream, together we fight. We are the champions. One dream that we defend. மரங்கள் கிக்க ஆகாமே களத்தில் உறுதியாய் மின்னவும் நாமே நாமே சாம்பியன்ஸ் லீக் வரவே உணர்வதற்கே தருமே Cheer එකයි කැම්මක් දෙන්නේ කොල්ලෝ සෙට් එකම එක් වෙන්නේ ගෝල් එකට කික් එක දෙන්නේ Champions League මේ ඇරෙන්නේ Champions League සටනයි අරමෙන්නේ පිපි දෙන්නේ ජය ගන්නේ එක සීනට අපි යන්නේ One game, one heart Champions League where dreams take part Raise your flags, feel the art Football, one game, one heart Hey oh, one dream, one star Hey oh, one game, one heart Champions League, forever we play The spirit of
Sri Lanka Football Champions League. Powered by TV Supreme.
කික්වේ පිටියේ ජයද ජලලදේ රැහසේ Champions League එක හද ගැස්මේ හැඟුමන් කික්වේ ජවයෙන් නැරමෙන්නේ පාදි දුලන්නේ විහිදී දසතේ ගෝල් එක ගන්නයි සිත් සැර සැරසෙන්නේ සැම රොක් වෙන්නේ සද්දෙට දෙන්නේ We are one game One heart One game, one heart Champions League This is where we start Together we dream, together we fight We are the champions Under the light
Football புது மொழியே இனங்கள் மதங்கள் கடந்திடுமே ஒன்றாய் இணைந்து பயணித்தோம் சாயல்கள் தாண்டிடுவோம்
The lights are shining, the crowd will roll This is the moment we waited for The passion's rising, the call is clear The Champions League is finally One game, one heart Champions League This is where we start Together we dream, together we fight We are the champions Under the light We play for love, pride and fame For every child who dreams again No borders here, no fear, no end Just one dream that we defend
மரங்கள் கிக்காகவே களத்தில் உறுதியாய் மின்னவும் நாமே நாமே சாம்பியன்ஸ் லீக் வரவே உணர்வதற்கே தருமே
Cheer එකයි කැම්මක් දෙන්නේ කොල්ලො සෙට් එකම එක් වෙන්නේ ගෝල් එකට කික් එක දෙන්නේ Champions League මේ ඇරඹෙන්නේ One game, one heart Champions League සටනයි ඇරඹෙන්නේ පිපි දෙන්නේ ජය ගන්නේ එක සීනට අපි යන්නේ One game, one heart Champions League where dreams take part Raise your flags, feel the art Football, one game, one heart Hey oh, one dream, one star Hey oh, one game, one heart Champions League, forever we play The spirit of football leads the way
Sri Lanka Football Champions League. Powered by TV Supreme.
Playing on the right side of the pitch this time, and Negombo Youth, draped in blue, will be hoping that they can make a comeback in this second half. Of course, Super Sun having done extremely well in that first half. They've gone one goal up. Negombo Youth will be hoping that they can score an equalizer and a couple more goals to make sure that they come out strong, that they finish their campaign strong as well. Super Sun, if they do win this match, they will go to the top of the table in this relegation rounds. Currently, that spot is held by Crystal Palace, who won 4-0 yesterday against Sri Lanka Transport Board, who have unfortunately been relegated as of now. The games today also a lot will hinge on Negombo Youth and other results going in their favor to make sure to decide rather the team that will be relegated. So all to play for Negombo Youth and Super Sun as well to assert their dominance, because they'll know that they have a good team, but this time they're given possession away. Anthony Namdi looking for options, passes it back. Good defensive acumen shown by Super Sun as well. Here's Ismaila Abumere with a good pass into Raish Ahmed rather. Opportunity. It's been cheaply given away. Super Sun with another opportunity early on in this first half that could have really sealed the game for themselves, but they've just been a bit too complacent there on the ball. Surprising to see. Neeluka Janith unable to control that pass. Lets it go out of play. Mohamed Fahim with the throw in there. Good interception by Thisera, and then Neeluka Janith with the clearance. Thisera once again. Mohamed Fahim intercepting it this time. Here's Ahmed. Ball into Rinaz Ahmed. And it will go out of play there. Rinaz Ahmed, usually a live wire in the game, just kept a bit quiet in this game. He hasn't had many touches also, so worrying signs for him if he's unable to make an impact in this final campaign for Super Sun. Of course, we've got an update from the Racecourse International Stadium as well, where Matra City is taking on Moragas Mulla. Matra City have gone 2 up against Moragas Mulla, and it's Andrews Nana once again who has scored those 2 goals. Will be interesting to see how that game progresses as well. Moragas Mulla also in the bottom of the relegation table, just above Sri Lanka Transport Board, so they will be hoping against hope that they can make a comeback in the second half at the Racecourse International Stadium. However, play continues here at the Kalnia Football Complex. Negombo Youth still looking, still searching for that evasive goal. Still haven't managed to penetrate that Super Sun defense, who's held strong so far. Here's Kobena Bonsu with the cross to the far post. That has a bit too much power behind it, and it goes out of play. Mohamed Rifkan chasing after that ball. Haven't seen much of what he can do. Here they go again, Super Sun. Because we had a substitution early on. That's that man on the screen there, Niranjiva Rajapaksha, coming on for Namal Kasunga. Ganesh Krishant making no mistake in collecting the ball there. Here's Mohamed Rifkan once again on the ball. Mohamed Hakim has a yellow card to his name, but he hasn't allowed that to impact the way he has played so far. Thisera this time getting involved in the game, and Nilu Kajani this time going past the defender, but isn't able to get past that second layer of defense. As Azam Ahmed, the captain, barges in, make sure he doesn't get past him. They've conceded corner Niluka Janith with an opportunity to cross it in. They have 6 players in that box there. Here they go. Michael, tallest man on the field, getting to it first. Kamara Jr. Ball stolen from his feet by Anthony Namdi. Niluka Janith just making a dive there. That'll be a goal kick for Shalita Tilakasiri. Shalita Tilakasiri has had a good game so far. He made a couple of good saves, decent saves, to make sure he denied every goal scoring opportunity for Negombo Youth. Here's Sulakshana Piris. Isn't able to get past 2 defenders. Tries to go on his own. Tisera with the throw in. Anthony Namdi now with the ball. Being hunted down by the captain. Namdi gets the cross away. But that's good interception. Good composure shown by the Super Sun defense as well. And here's Ismail Abumere now, who is charging forward. Abumere, he goes past 2. Abumere looking for that cross, but Jude Shehan once again. What a revelation he's been in this game. For Negombo Youth, he's been exceptional in defense. Here's Bonsu and Abumere combining for 1-2. Mohamed Fahim to Kamara Jr. Ball trickles out of play. Captain Azam Ahmed making a long pass into his attack. Here's the substitute who came in, Niranjiva Rajpaksha, who unfortunately gives the ball away. We have Mohamed Rifkan now making a run. Once again, makes a crucial mistake of just stopping progress, slowing things down a little too much. But this time, here's Niluka Janith now. Ball crossed away. Just unable to get it into the back of the net. That was some good attacking football from Negombo Youth, and that's exactly what the fans will want to see as well. Niluka Janith this time. Good control of the ball to get it down. Gets that cross away. Past the defenders into the running path of his man, who just isn't able to get the direction of the header right. Promising signs nonetheless for Negombo Youth. Niluka Janith is upset about something. He's having a word with the referee. Shalita Tilakasiri once again with the restart. Well done there by Mohamed Fahim. Not that though. And that will be a yellow card to Mohamed Fahim there. He did well to get the ball from the first attacker, but then reckless challenge. And there is the second yellow card for Super Sun. Players just having a word with the referee as well, as is usual in a game of football. Referees also under immense pressure by the players and everyone in the sidelines as well. The reason for the good functioning of this game. Smooth functioning. Important aspects of this game of football. But however, here's Niluka Janith now with a cross in from that free kick. And it looks like we'll be seeing the first penalty of this relegation rounds. And it's the new man, Rajapaksha, who gives it away. That definitely was some shoving by Rajapaksha there on that blue jersey. He just gets him down illegally in the box. Crucial mistake by Rajapaksha there. And feels like he would have just given the game away. Nothing was working for Negombo Youth until this moment. They kept knocking on the door. They weren't able to pierce through that defense. This time, they've been given a penalty opportunity. And will be Niluka Janith who will be taking the penalty. He has been constantly knocking on that door. He was the one who got that free kick on target as well, but just couldn't get it past Shalita Tilakasiri. But will Tilakasiri get it right this time? Will be interesting to see where Niluka Janith goes. Shalita Tilakasiri making himself as big as possible. Here's Niluka Janith coming in, and a strong foot in, and it gets it in the back of the net. Niluka Janith has scored for Negombo Youth. He has scored the equalizer off of a penalty. Immediately runs to his team in celebration, and Super Sun will be disappointed by that. They had the game in their hands. It was their game to lose. They had a good one-goal cushion, and it didn't seem like anything was working for Negombo Youth until now. And the game has opened itself wide now here in this half-hour mark. And that man you see there on your screen, Niluka Janith, who has made the difference, who has made the impact. And Rajapaksha will be quite remorseful at the fact that he's just given that opportunity away. We did think here in the commentary box that it was an unusual substitution. Niranjiva Rajapaksha coming on for Namal Kasunga, because Namal Kasunga was having a crack of a game in that first half. However, Niranjiva Rajapaksha will be hoping that he can redeem himself here. He's playing in the right wing. It's his duty to create chances and to make sure that whenever a chance is created, that he finishes it off if he's in the right position as well. So will be interesting to see how both these teams approach their game now. We've reached the 60-minute mark of this game here. But here's Ismaila Abumere with an opportunity. A wayward pass, just gives it away for Abumere. Abumere attempts to get past Madhushanka Tisera. There was a tug at his jersey there, which made him stop. And that's what the coach and the bench is a bit livid about. However, free kick opportunity now for Super Sun. Will be interesting to see how this plays out. All the players in the far post. The coach instructing his player Raish Ahmed to make the ball curve into the area where there is a crowd. And it looks like there is another substitution. Balagamage Shivanka will be coming on for Mohammad Fahim. Shivanka has a ton of experience under his belt. Here's that free kick opportunity. Ball curves in. Super Sun player gets to the ball, but isn't able to get that header right. Play will continue here. Both teams on level footing now. We'll be hoping that they can get another goal to seal the game here. Of course, that last part of the game will be extremely important. Here's the new man, Shivanka, in play. And we've just been informed that it's the last match that will be played by that man, Balagamage Shivanka. And what a career he's had. A colourful career that will end today in this Kalaniya football complex for Balagamage Shivanka. And he will be hoping that he can make an impact in this game. He has been a loyal servant of the game of football. And his journey as a player will be coming to an end today as he makes his retirement. A bittersweet moment for sure. He'll be hoping that he can make his final game memorable for the right reasons. Here's an opportunity now. Rinaz Ahmed making that shot. Here's Rajapaksha now. Pass finds Jude Shehan. Here's Mohammad Akim. Gives it in for Mohammad Rifkan. Rifkan winning his team a corner. But could have gotten that cross off earlier. Negombo youth will be hoping that they can make a comeback here. While Super Sun and Balagamage Shivanka will be hoping that they can go one up and win this game, making it a memorable end of a beautiful journey for Balagamage Shivanka. He has previously played for Blue Star Football Club as well before joining Super Sun. That's the man there on your screen. He's been a loyal servant of the game, playing wherever he needs to be played. Early on in this tournament, he played as a midfielder for Super Sun. This game, he'll be finishing off in that right back position. Sulakshana Piris with that interception. The ball will run away out of play. The referee just having a word with the coaches on the sidelines, who have been quite vocal this whole afternoon. Of course, understandable as well. They will want Negombo youth to have a win today. If they are to survive relegation and stay in this Champions League. Of course, in the beginning of this league, they would have been hoping that they would be able to gain promotion into the Super League. Unfortunately, circumstances are thus. They have to fight for relegation here, and that they'll be hoping that they can pull off a good game, a decent game, a decent performance that can push towards victory. Madhushanka Tisera with the throw in. Niluka Janith has been everywhere today. He's been instrumental. Here's Niluka Janith once again. Just not getting it right this time. Looks like it's a commentator's curse. Slowing things down just a little bit here. Momentary pause in the game until Tilaka series men gets themselves in possession. And good bit of defense there by Balagamage Shivanka. Make sure he wins his team the ball. Raish Ahmed there, just not getting it right. He's had a good game so far. Raish Ahmed has been impactful with the ball at his feet. He'll be hoping that that can continue and that his impact can actually create the second goal for his team. Shivanka just booting it down there. Here's Michael. Defense hasn't been tested a lot in these last few minutes. Tussle for the ball there. Anthony Namdi coming out on top. Namdi, however, just loses out momentarily. Shivanka with the throw in once again. Shivanka to Kamara Jr. To Ismaila Abumere. Abumere to Rajapaksha. Rajapaksha with the lofted shot in. Just not able to get it right there. He had the ball. He had the goal at his mercy. Good effort, however, by Supersan, and a very coordinated attack by Supersan there. That's exactly what you want to see as well. Rajpaksha with that lofted lob into the box. Namdi marked by two men there. It's Rajpaksha to Raish Ahmed. Raish Ahmed just overcooks that pass. Haven't seen a lot of Chatumal Fernando also on the ball. Mohamed Hakim will chase after it as it goes out of play. Madhushanka Tisera. Well collected by Tilaka Siri there. Long throw into Naveen Rajapaksa. Niranjiva Rajapaksa, apologies. Into Rinaz Ahmed. Rinaz Ahmed looking for the cross. Rinaz Ahmed with the cross to the far post. There was a player running in. That was Raish Ahmed. Just missing out there. Good cross there by Rinaz Ahmed. Bonsu this time. And that's the second yellow for Bonsu. Everything's unraveling here for Super Sun. Just after they were able to string some meaningful passes, they've lost a key player here. Kwabena Bonsu with a rough challenge there. He's having another word with the referee. But the referee has already given him the card. Kwabena Bonsu will have to walk away. Ismaila Abumere just calming down his teammate. Super Sun will definitely not be happy with that. And they're playing with one man down now, Super Sun, and Negombo Youth with the upper hand. Kwabena Bonsu was a crucial player in that midfield for Super Sun. And in his absence, it will be interesting to see how Super Sun plays here. And in his absence, it will be Kamara Jr., to whom the onus will go on to upon whom the burden will rest. Well collected there by Shalit Tilakasiri. Yes, Kamara Jr. Kamara Jr. once again. Rajapaksha to Junior. To Raish Ahmed. Raish Ahmed with some space will be charging in. An almost hopeful shot there by Raish Ahmed. He could have progressed a bit more forward with the ball and made that cross, made that pass in. Or at least cut in, but he went for goal there and misses it by a long distance. Perhaps a little bit of fatigue also creeping in as we reach the final quarter of this game. Kamara to Shivanga. Shivanga once again into the path of Raish Ahmed. And Raish Ahmed now looking for Ismaila Abumere. And once again, it's a bit of a lazy pass almost by Raish Ahmed. Looks like he's a bit tired. Super Sun do have some substitutes as well. And now, once again, golden opportunity for Super Sun. Rinaz Ahmed trying to do it all on his own. Rinaz Ahmed understandably hasn't had the best of games today. And he would have been hoping that a goal there could have redeemed himself. But he did have an opportunity to pass it on to Ismaila Abumere, who was positioned much better than him. Done well there by the veteran Balagamage. Kamara Jr. now is exactly the type of player you want to have in your ranks, Kamara Jr. He has always been up there whenever there has been any attacking opportunities, making sure he links that midfield and defense. And even in defense, he makes no mistake when tracking back. And here's Anthony Namdi, who gets the ball away. And Shivang, apologies, Niluka Janit with the cross. Goal scorer for Negombo Youth. Here's Rajapaksha now to Kamara Jr. Balagamage Shivanga going into that midfield. Raish Ahmed bludgeons that ball into the feet of Sulakshana Piris. Balagamage Shivanka with the throw in once again to Kamara Jr. Kamara Jr. has been involved in plenty of touches here ever since that red card to Kawena Bonsu. Milking that foul there. Raish Ahmed. And looks like there will be 2 substitutions. Mohammad Adil coming on for Raish Ahmed. This is something that we saw coming, because Raish Ahmed just looked a bit too complacent on the ball there, and it feels like the fatigue has just got to him. And for Negombo Youth, we'll be having Kumara Pereira coming on for the veteran Madhushanka Thisera. Of course, in the previous game we saw the type of catalyst that Kumara Pereira was in terms of riling up the opposition. It will be interesting to see if he assumes a similar role in this game as well. Balagamage Shivanka looking for that pass, but only will find the ball there. Ishara Fernando is fast enough to get to that ball, battling it out with his opposite number, Ravinder Dushan. And the ball still in play, and brilliant goal line clearance there. Anthony Namdi all on his own, trying to get it into goal. He had no support. The keeper, he beat him. He beat Tilakasiri. But that goal line clearance, nobody saw that coming. Absolutely insane dedication there by the Super Sun player. That's exactly what you want to see from your defenders. Putting everything on the line. Super Sun showing that this game is as equally important to them as well. They will not just take defeat here. They want to finish off with a victory no matter the cost. That's exactly the type of football you want to see any game playing, any team playing in any game. Brilliant display of footballing acumen here. Anthony Namdi got past the keeper, had the goal at his mercy, and everyone thought that Negombo Youth would go another goal up. However, the defender for Super Sun had different plans. Shalit Tilakasiri would be quite fortunate that he had that defender there. Will be a restart now for Tilakasiri. Boots it high into there. Ravinder Dushan into the path of Ismail Abumere. Abumere with the ball at his feet. Unable to get anything out of it. And now immediately on the counter. Just a little stumble there. Deprives them of making quick progress. However, here Sulakshana Piris now gets past Shivanga. Isn't able to get past Kamara. Anthony Namdi, however, swoops in. Wins that ball back, and Tilakasiri will collect the ball. Mohammad Adil, the new man in. He has come in for Raish Ahmed. Once again, not the best of days for Rinaz Ahmed either. He has played as a striker. He has played in the right wing. He has played in the left wing today, where he is playing now. He just hasn't been able to switch on. Kamara Jr. into Rajapaksha, who has also looked a bit out of sorts today. Niluka Janith into Anthony Namdi, who's surrounded by 2 to 3 defenders there. Negombo Youth will have to commit more players forward if they are to actually create something out of any meaningful possession. Ismail Abumere. Rinaz Ahmed once again just giving it away. Such a waste of possession. Kamara Jr. this time playing in the wing. Kamara Jr. just lobs it on to Rinaz Ahmed, who once again squanders any possibility of an attack. Here's Shivanga. Adil attempts to get that ball away. Here's Rinaz Ahmed now. Kicks it into the legs of Jude Shehan, who's quite dramatic with his reaction. Here's Kamara Jr. Jude Shehan once again. Emotions getting in the way there because of the way Kamara Jr. just got past him. Always nice to see a player get humbled in that manner. Rinaz Ahmed this time finding himself offside, which is why he didn't go for the ball. A little bit of a brain-fed movement for Balagamage Shivanka. Kamara Jr. What a crucial player he has been for Supersan. Ever since that red card for Kobena Bonzu, he has made sure that he has been there. That's a yellow card for Balagamage Shivanka. Negombo Youth really milking these opportunities now. Here's Janith. Another opportunity to make something count here. Of course, previously that penalty was one off of a similar free kick like this, with Niluka Janith booting it in. It's an opportunity. Ismail Abumere with a good first touch there. Abumere still ball at his feet, and now it's all up to Rinaz Ahmed. Rinaz Ahmed chasing after a ball, a foot race with Sulakshana Piris. And Sulakshana Piris who comes out on top, and Jude Shehan attempts to go past Kamara Jr. A bit of an individual battle going on there between Jude Shehan and Kamara Jr. Kamara Jr. after having been able to get past Jude Shehan. Jude Shehan this time attempts to just nutmeg him. Get the ball past Kamara Jr. Just doesn't get it right. Jude Shehan has had a good game so far. He has been brilliant in defense, and he has to make sure those emotions don't interrupt the way he has been playing the game so far. Here's Abumere. Here's Rinaz Ahmed. Balagamage Shivanka just booting it into space there. Ismail Abumere tussling for the ball alongside Sulakshana Piris. A lot of peacemaking having to be done by the match commissioner as well in the sidelines. Corner. An intense game here as we reach the final 5 minutes of regulation time. Both these teams battling it out, and that will be a yellow card for the man on the bench for kicking that ball out after it trickled out of play. Had around 4 yellow cards now in this game. Corner opportunity. Attacking opportunity for Super Sun. If they are able to score a goal here, it will be curtains for Negombo Youth. Kamara Jr. with the cross. Here's the cross. Good cross there, but punched away by Ganesh Krishant. He hasn't been tested a lot in the second half, Ganesh Krishant. Here's Adil rushing on. Shivang also looking for the ball. Brilliantly done there by the defender. Had that ball gone, it would have been curtains for Super Sun as well, who are looking to finish off with a win. Here's Adil once again. Adil into the body of Kumara Pereira, and then Shivang just booting it out of play there. Final few minutes of his footballing career as a player for Shivang. There will be a lot of emotions running high in his mind as well. He will be looking extra hard to make an impact in this game. Kamara Jr. uncharacteristically gives it away. Good interception there by Shivang. Brilliantly done there by Kamara Jr. He has been exceptional for Super Sun in attack as well as defense. Negombo Youth almost creeping past the tired Super Sun defense. Going for goal there. Shot on target this time. Shalita Tilakasiri does well to be on top of that awkward bounce, also due to the unevenness of the pitch. Everything's happening here in these final few moments. Ravindu Dushan boots it on. Here's Rajapaksha now. Rajapaksha is looking for options. He goes cross field, but the ball is intercepted. Final few minutes of play here. Who will come out on top? Super Sun, who has had an exceptional game, just showing signs of tiredness here, and that is a deserved stop of the game by the referee there. There was a tug on the shirt of Ismail Abu Mere, and not for the first time. Here's Kamara Jr. now. Haven't seen Anthony Namdi with a lot of touches in these final few minutes. Shivang, ball at his feet. Usually a good cross off the ball. Will be interesting to see if he goes for that glory shot and goes for goal here. If he's able to finish off his career in that way, what a shot that would be. And yes, he goes for goal. Just wavered there. Negotiated well by Ganesh Krishant. Here's Shivang pressing high. Sulakshana Piris boots it on into the path of Anthony Namdi, not finding him. Adil, crucial mistake made by him, but good recovery by Super Sun. Ismail Abu Mere now with an opportunity. Abu Mere waiting for support. Abu Mere goes past one. Abu Mere still charging in. Abu Mere to Rajapaksha. Rajapaksha attempts to infuse some footwork there, but that will be a foul. And another yellow card for Jude Shehan, who has had a good game, but in these final few moments, he has just let his emotions get the better of him. And there will be 4 minutes of additional time in this game. 4 minutes for either Super Sun or Negombo Youth to make a difference here. Negombo Youth, who are currently battling relegation, will be hoping that they can come off with a win here. Rajpaksha and Kamara Jr. An exchange of words there. Seeing how Kamara Jr. has played so far, looks like it will be him who will take that free kick. Here's Kamara Jr. booting it in. Opportunity. Michael now puts it into the path of Shivanga. Shivanga to Ismaila Abumere. Abumere now in that corner of the box. Doesn't get the cross, but he does win himself and his team another corner. Another chance to go 1-0 up. Apologies, 1 goal up in these final few minutes of the game. Here's Shivanga with the cross. Corner taken short. Here's the cross to almost no yellow jerseys there. Michael doing extremely well. Physicality shown by Michael to win that ball. Yes, Pereira. Ravindra Dushan. Intense minutes of play here. Closing minutes of the game. Ball goes out of play there. Barely trickles out. Opportunity this time for Negombo Youth to do something. Mohammad Rifkan charging in. Mohammad Rifkan with a pass. Michael makes sure he makes that intervention, and Shivanga once again on play, throwing his body on the line. Shivanga already has a yellow card to his name, and it is important to note that Super Sun is playing with 1 player less, and Negombo Youth still haven't been able to penetrate through that Super Sun defense. It shows the quality of the defense they've had so far. They've got one, I believe, final opportunity here to make it count, and it's the goal scorer of this game, Niluka Janith. With that opportunity, we saw how his previous free kick was on target, not something we've seen quite often. So it looks like he will be going for goal once again. Will be interesting to see what he does. Have a wall consisting of the forwards and Kamara Jr. alongside Rinaz Ahmed and Rajpaksha. Here's Niluka Janith. Niluka Janith will go for goal. Niluka Janith is denied of goal scoring opportunity once again by Shalitha Tilakasiri. And that looks like that's the final whistle. This game will end in a draw. Super Sun and Negombo Youth having scored 1 goal each will finish this game on a draw, and Super Sun will feel that they've done just a bit better because they had to play more than half of the second half with 10 players, and Negombo Youth throughout the entire game they weren't able to go past that Super Sun defense despite their players having been reduced to 1 less as well, and credit goes to the entire team and also crucial performance put in by Kamara Jr. He was everywhere today, Kamara Jr. He was bossing that midfield whenever there was an attack, making sure there's good coordination And even in defense, he was a wall, unstoppable, unpenetrable. And we've reached the conclusion of the final game of this relegation rounds in this Super 8 tournament. Bit bittersweet as the day comes to an end. So does this Super 8, does this relegation rounds. This game against Super Sun and Negombo Youth coming to an end in a draw. So a lot to look forward to in terms of football, however, although it's just the end of the relegation rounds. There's much more to come in terms of this Sri Lanka Champions League 2025-2026 season. And also keep your eyes peeled out for the Super League that will be starting very soon as well. So a lot of promise for Sri Lanka football also. We've seen some quality football throughout this entire tournament. That's the man walking out for the last time. Shivanga Balagamage. His final game of this tournament and as a football player. Nevertheless, his love for the game. We'll be hoping that he will return, perhaps in a supporting role, embracing his coach there. He has been a loyal servant of the game, Shivanga Balagamage. Few formalities. The match ball being presented to him in his final game. Very wholesome scenes here unfolding at the Kalaniya Football Complex as Shivanga is honored by his team with the presenting of the match ball there. What a career he's had. He's been one of those players who has played everywhere for his team. He started off this tournament while playing as a midfielder, and then in his final game he played in the defense, and what a game he had. He made sure he always disrupted the attacks of the opposition team, made sure that no goals went past him. And at the end of this tournament, we also see the end of his career as a football player as well. And what a game we've had today at this Kalaniya Football Complex. Both these teams battling it tooth and nail for a win. And they've been equally matched here today. Both teams only scoring one goal apiece and ending with a draw.
Kamu awalnya kan? Shivanga, Shivanga, Shivanga. Shivanga jersey kaluan depan kian deh. Ini namanya gimana? Rawin tu juga lah. Bos.
And we have with us here today the man of the match, Ravindu Dushan. Ravindu Dushan, අද අපිත් සමග එක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. රවින්දු මොනවද හිතන්නේ අද ගේම් එක ගැන?
ඇත්තටම සතුටුයි මෙම ඩ්‍රෝ වෙච්ච එක ගැන. අපි ගෲප් චැම්පියන් වෙන්න තමයි බැලුවේ මේ පාර. අවසන් අන්තිමේදී මැච් එක ඩ්‍රෝ වුණා. සතුටුයි ඉතින්.
රවින්දු ඔයාලගේ ටීම් එක තමයි relegation round points table එකෙන් උඩම ඉන්නේ. ඒක ගැන මොනවද හිතන්නේ?
ඇත්තටම කියන්න සතුටුයි. හොඳ ටීම් එකක් තිබ්බා. ඇත්තටම කට්ටිය හොඳ සහයෝගයක් තිබ්බා අපිත් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේදී. ඇත්තටම සතුටුයි.
එතකොට අද තමයි ශිවාංග බාලගමගේගේ ෆයිනල් ගේම් එක. එයාගේ contributions ගැන මොනවද හිතන්නේ ඔයා ටීම් එකට?
ඇත්තටම හොඳ සීනියර් ප්ලේයර් කෙනෙක්. එයා ගැන කියනවා නම් මට මේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එකෙත් තමයි ආව හම්බුනේ. ඇත්තටම හොඳයි එයාගේ මේ මෙව්වෙත් එක්ක තියෙන මෙව්වෙත් එක්ක මට මේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එක සෙල්ලම් කරන්න ගොඩක් මෙව්වයක් වුණා යා. ඇත්තටම එයා හොඳ ප්ලේයර් කෙනෙක්.
ඊළඟ සීසන් එකට ඔයාගේ මොනවද තියෙන බලාපොරොත්තු?
ඊළඟ සීසන් එකේ මේ වගේම හොඳ තරගකාරීත්වයක් තියෙයි කියලා හිතනවා. මේ වගේම දක්ෂතා අතරට එන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.
Right, thank you so much Ravindu. All the best. අපිත් සමග එක් වෙලා තියෙනවා ශිවාංග බාලගමගේ ෆයිනල් ගේම් එක අද ෆුට්බෝලින් කරියර් එකේ. මොනවාද මේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එක ගැන හිතන්නේ?
ටූර්නමන්ට් එක ඇත්තටම හොඳයි. අපි හොඳට සෙල්ලම් කරා. අපි 1 point එකෙන් මිසින් වුණා සුපර් 8. අද අපි ආවා টොප් එකට second place. හොඳට ගියා ටූර්නමන්ට් එක. ලස්සනට සෙල්ලම් කරා.
ඔයාගේ අන්තිම මැච් එක ගැන මොනවද හිතන්නේ ශිවාංග?
අන්තිම මැච් එක හොඳටම ගියා. මේ half එකයි සෙල්ලම් කරේ. ඒක මම හොඳට සෙල්ලම් කරා. ආඩම්බරයි.
ඔයාගේ කරියර් එකේ highlights ගැන කතා කරොත් ඔයාගේ කැමතිම moment එක මොනවාද?
ඒ කියන්නේ place එකද? right wing back.
right wing back එක. ඔයාගේ හොඳ ඒ කියන්නේ හොඳම memory එකක් මොනවාද ෆුට්බෝල් ටූර්නමන්ට් එකේ?
මම ඇත්තටම වික්ටරි ස්පෝර්ට් ක්ලබ් එකෙන් සිඩ් ලීග් එකේ සෙල්ලම් කරන්න පටන් ගත්තම යාළුවෙක් තමයි සිසිර ඇල්පිටි තාන ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙන්න ඕන. එයයි මම තමයි සෙල්ලම් කරා. ඊට පස්සේ රත්නම් ස්පෝර්ට් ක්ලබ් සෙල්ලම් කරා. රත්නම් ස්පෝර්ට් ක්ලබ් එකේ හොඳටම සෙල්ලම් කරා. ට්‍රොෆිස් 5ක් ගත්තා. ඒක තමයි හොඳම.
ශිවාංග දැන් ඔයා ප්ලේයර් කෙනෙක් හැටියට ඔයාගේ තරඟ කාලය අවසන් කරනවා. ඊට පස්සේ අපිව ඔයා කෝච් කෙනෙක් හැටියට බලන් ගන්න පුළුවන් වේද?
සමහරක් විට.
Right, thank you so much ශිවාංග. Right, all the best. අපි සමග එක් වෙලා තියෙනවා සුපර්සන් කෝච් මොනවද හිතන්නේ අද ගේම් එක ගැන?
ඇත්තටම හොඳ තරගයක්. අපි ඔල්රෙඩි ගෲප් එකේ ඉන්න ක්වොලිෆයිඩ් වෙලා හිටියා. ගිය මැච් එකේ ඉව ක්වොලිෆයිඩ් වුණා. ඒ වුණත් හොඳ තරගයක් දුන්නා නිගම්බියතුත්. අපිත් කරටකාර මැච් එකක් ගියා. 1-0ට තියලා අවසානාන්ත විදිහට ෆෙනල්ටි එකක් ගියා සෙකන්ඩ් හාෆ් එකේදී. ඒකෙන් තමයි පොඩ්ඩක් මැච් එක වෙනස් වුණේ. ඒ වගේදී ඉතින් අපිට තව ස්කෝරින් කරන්න chance ආවත් අපි රෙඩ් කාඩ් එකකුත් කෑවා. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ෆොරන ප්ලේ කෙනෙක් එහෙනම් උඟක් පොඩක් ඩිෆෙන්ඩ් කරලා ගහන්න වුණා ඊට පස්සේ මැච් එකේ.
ඒ රෙඩ් කාඩ් එක හම්බුනාට පස්සේ කෝච් අපි දැකපු දෙයක් තමයි කමාරා ජූනියර් හොඳට සෙල්ලම් කරා මිඩ්ෆීල්ඩ් එකේ ඒ ස්පේස් එක අඩු කරන්න. ඒක ගැන මොනවද හිතන්නේ? වාගේ ෆොරින් ප්ලේයර්ස් ලගේ කන්ට්‍රිබියුෂන්ස් ගැන මොනවද හිතන්නේ?
ඇත්තටම අපේ රෙඩ් කාඩ් එක කෑවේ අපේ සෙන්ටර් මිඩ්ෆීල්ඩර් ප්ලේයර් ජේ. ඉතින් එතනින් උඟක් මිඩ්ෆීල්ඩ් එකක් කියන්නේ ලේසි නෑ. ඉතින් එයා ඒ දිගටම සෙල්ලම් කරන් ඉඳපු ප්ලේ කෙනෙක්. ඉතින් එතනින් මැච් එක වෙනස් වෙන්නත් ඉඩ තිබ්බා. නමුත් අපේ ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා ඒ 1-0ට 1-1ට තියාගත්ත කොහොම හරි දාපු චේන්ජස් ඒවා ඒගොල්ලන් මැනේජ් කරගත්තේ මැච් එක.
කෝච් ශිවාංගගේ මේක අන්තිම ගේම් එක එයාගේ කන්ට්‍රිබියුෂන්ස් ගැන මොනවද හිතන්නේ?
ඇත්තටම කියනවා නම් ශිවංකයි මායි ඔක්කොම එකම බෙජ් එකේ ඉඳලා සෙල්ලම් කරන් ආපේ. මම හිතා 97 ඉඳලා හොඳ ප්ලේ කෙනෙක්. ජේසීට සෙල්ලම් කරන ප්ලේ කෙනෙක්. මම තාමත් හොඳට එදා ඉඳලම අද වෙනතුරු හොඳ මිත්‍රශීලීව අපි සුහුඳව ආශ්‍රය කරන කෙනෙක් තමයි. හොඳ ඩිසිප්ලින් ටීම් එක වෙනුවෙන් සෙල්ලම් කරනවා. ඇත්තටම ඒ වගේ ප්ලේයර්ස්ලා හම්බෙන එක හුඟක් අඩුයි. ඇත්තටම එයාගේ රිටර්න්මන්ට් එක මේ අන්තිම මැච් එකේ ඒ රිටර්න්මන්ට් එකත් හොඳයි. එයාගේ දැන් මම හිතන්නේ 47 වෙනි මේ 77 මම හිතන්නේ. ඇත්තටම එයා අද වෙනතුරු එයාගේ වයස මේකක් නැතුව එයා සෙල්ලම් කරා අන්තිම මැච් එකත් අද මැච් එකත් හොඳටම සෙල්ලම් කරා. උනත් ඒ කාලයක් තියෙනවනේ යන්ග්ස්ටර්ස්ලාට ඉඩ දෙන්න. ඒක එයා මම හිතනවා ඉදිරි අනාගතයේ යන්ග්ස් ප්ලේයර්ස්ලාට එයා හුඟක් ආදර්ශයක් වෙයි කියලා.
කෝච් ඊළඟ සීසන් එකට මොනවාද කෝච්ගේ තියෙන බලාපොරොත්තු?
ඉන්ෂාල්ලා මම මේක බාරගත්තේ මගදී මේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එක. මම සුපර් ලීග් එකේ රෙඩ්ඩිස්ටා කෝච් කරන්නේ. ඉදිරි බලාපොරොත්තු ඉන්ෂාල්ලා සුපර් ලීග් එකේදී හොඳ පර්ෆෝම් එකක් පෙන්වන්න ඕනේ කියලා රෙඩ්ඩිස්ටා උඩටම ගේන්න ඕනේ කියලා මගේ බලාපොරොත්තුවක් තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම සුපර් සන් එකත් ඒගොල්ලන්ටත් මට පුළුවන් දේ උපරිම කරලා දුන්නා. මම බාරගත්තු මැච් 6ක් ගැව්වා. 6ම එක මැච් එකක්වත් අල්හම්දුලිල්ලා මම පෙරදුන්නේ මැච් දිනලයි ඩ්‍රෝ වෙලා තිබ්බේ. ඊට ඉස්සර මේ වුණා සුපර් 8 එකටත් අපිට යන්න තිබ්බ අන්තිම මැච් එකේදී පොඩි එක පොයින්ට් එකකින් තමයි අපිට යන්න බැරි වුණේ. ඊට පස්සේ සුපර් 6 එකේත් මේ මැච් එක දින්න නම් අපි 1-0 දින්නලා තිබ්බනම් අපි ගෲප් ලීඩින්. හැබැයි අන්ෆෝචුනේට්ලි අපි ඩ්‍රෝ වුණා. කමක් නැහැ. හොඳ රිසල්ට් එකක්. මැච් 6ම මම ඉඳලා මැච් 6ම එක මැච් එකක් පරදින්න නැතුව මම ඒගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන් උපරිම සහයෝගය මම දුන්නා.
Congratulations coach, all the best ඊළඟ සීසන් එකට.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hello coach. සුබ සන්ධ්‍යාවක් කෝච්. අද ගේම් එක ගැන මොනවද හිතන්නේ?
ගේම් එක ගැන අද අපිට දින්න තිබි මැච් එකක්. මේ අද අපි පොඩි මිස්ටේක් වලින් මේ ස්කෝරින් එක නැති වුණා. ඒකෙන් අපි ඊළඟ අවුරුද්දේ සුපර් 8 එකකින් අපි පොඩක් පල්ලයට ගියා. මොකද පල්ලයට ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ. තව ඉස්සරහට මැච් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක ජයග්‍රහණය ලැබුවොත් අපිට එන්න පුළුවන්.
කෝච් මේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එක ගැන මොනවද හිතන්නේ?
ටූර්නමන්ට් එක නම් හොඳට ගියාට අර පොඩි වැරදි දේවල් තිබුණා. මොකද රෙෆ්‍රීස්ලා ගැන තියෙනවා වැරදි වෙනවා වැරදි වෙන්නේ නැති මිනිස්සු නැහැ. නමුත් මේ හොඳට ගියා මේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එක ඇත්තටම හොඳටම ගියා කියන්න පුළුවන් මට.
මේ ටූර්නමන්ට් එකේ කෝච්ගේ ප්ලේයර්ස්ලාගේ කන්ට්‍රිබියුෂන්ස් කොහොමද? ප්ලේයර්ස්ලාගේ growth එක කොහොමද මුල ඉඳන් දැන් මේ අන්තිම මැච් එක වෙනකන්?
මගේ මුලින් ඉඳන් කියන්නේ පටන් ගත්තා දැන් මැච් දැනට අද අකලෝසිනි මැච් එක ගෑවුවේ. මෙතෙකුත් අපි තාම ෆස්ට් 11 ටීමේ මම ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරේ නැහැ. මේව තාපු ලොකු ගමට මම සන්තෝෂ වෙනවා උඩ.
right කෝච්ගේ ෆොරින් ප්ලේයර්ස්ලාගේ කන්ට්‍රිබියුෂන්ස් ගැන මොකක්ද හිතන්නේ?
ප්ලේයර්ස් කියන්නේ ඉතින් මෙයා අපේ ඊළඟ අවුරුදු දෙකක් තිස්සේ මේ නැවතිලා ඉන්නේ කියන්නේ බැඳලා ඉන්නේ මෙරි කරලා. ඉතින් මෙයාගේ ඉතර අපිට ලොකු මාජින් එකක් නැහැ. නමුත් මෙයාගේ තිබුණා ප්‍රෙස් කරන ගතිය විතරයි තිබුණේ. නමුත් එයාට හම්බෙච්ච chance අපි අද ගාලා තිබුණා. අපි සුපර් 8 එකේ ගිහිල්ලා ඉන්නේ.
right thank you so much coach, all the best ඊළඟ වටේට. relegation rounds We've had an exciting match here today. Super Sun taking on Negombo Youth Sports Club. So ending up in a draw, and that's the final game of the relegation rounds. However, that's not the end of football. We'll be having a lot more matches coming up in the Super 8 rounds as well. So keep your eyes peeled up for that. And we'll be also having the Super League matches starting up. So make sure that you tune in. Make sure that you tune in and support Sri Lankan football. This is me, Bilal Marikar, signing off from the relegation rounds at the Kalniya Football Complex for one last time. It's me, Bilal Marikar, signing off from the relegation rounds at the Kalniya Football Complex for one last time.